Imagine dedicating your life to investigating the unknown. And then suddenly, becoming part of the very mystery you were studying. This is exactly what happened just days ago, when the paranormal community was shaken by the unexpected death of Dan Rivera, a researcher best known for his connection to the infamous Annabelle doll. It was a late summer evening when four friends, eager for adventure, set out to camp in one of Oregon's most secluded forest areas. The first night passed quietly. The crackling of the campfire, the distant hoot of an owl, the rustle of leaves in the gentle wind, it all seemed normal, peaceful even. They shared stories, laughed, and felt the usual calm that comes with being deep in nature, far from the noise of the city. Now, after his sudden death, believers are asking a chilling question: was Dan Rivera just another victim of the Annabelle curse? Dan Rivera was not a movie character or an internet myth. He was a real-life paranormal investigator known for his serious and methodical approach. Rivera worked with teams exploring haunted locations, studying cursed objects, and collecting testimonies from eyewitnesses. While he researched many cases, his name became most associated with one object above all others: the Annabelle doll. Gave interviews, appeared in documentaries, and warned audiences at events never to underestimate the power of cursed artifacts. Unlike skeptics who dismissed Annabelle as a clever hoax, Rivera insisted the doll carried an energy beyond scientific explanation. He often echoed what the Warrens had once said decades earlier: "It's not the doll you should fear. It's what's attached to it." To understand why Rivera's death feels so disturbing, we need to revisit Annabelle's story. In the 1970s, a young nursing student received a large Raggedy Ann doll as a gift. Soon, strange occurrences began inside her apartment. The doll seemed to shift positions on its own. Crumpled notes appeared, begging for help. At night, scratching noises echoed from the walls. When paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren were called in, they concluded that a malevolent entity was using the doll as a vessel. It was not the spirit of a child, but something darker, something inhuman. The Warrens locked Annabelle inside a glass and wooden case at their occult museum in Connecticut, adding a chilling warning sign. Warning: positively do not open. Over the years, stories multiplied. Visitors reported dizziness, nausea, or terrifying bad luck after mocking the doll. In one infamous case, a man taunted Annabelle, and reportedly died in a motorcycle crash hours later. Whether true or not, Annabelle became more than just a toy. She became a symbol of how evil can cling to objects and reach out to harm the living. Dan Rivera devoted a large part of his career to studying Annabelle's legend. He reviewed the Warren case files, interviewed museum visitors, and spoke at length about the dangers of dismissing cursed objects. He warned repeatedly, "People think Annabelle is just Hollywood. They forget there are real witnesses, real deaths, and real energy attached to this case." To Rivera, Annabelle wasn't just folklore. She was evidence that something unexplainable truly existed. Then, just days ago, came the shocking news: Dan Rivera had died unexpectedly. Rivera was in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, as part of the Devils on the Run tour, an event that featured the Annabelle doll. On the morning of July 13, 2025, he was found unresponsive in his hotel room. According to official reports, the cause of death was determined to be natural heart failure. Authorities emphasized that Annabelle was not in the room and that no suspicious circumstances were found. And yet, Despite the medical explanation, the timing has left the paranormal community shaken. For believers, it feels like more than coincidence. Whenever someone tied to a famous haunting dies, speculation runs wild. Rivera's death is no exception. 1. The curse theory. Many believe Annabelle's curse is real, that anyone who gets too close risks being marked by her dark energy. The Warrens themselves once warned that cursed objects can follow investigators long after they leave. 2. The skeptical view. Skeptics argue this is pure coincidence. People die every day, and Rivera's heart condition was already documented. To them, attaching his death to Annabelle is just sensationalism. 3. The psychological angle. Others point out that years of working with frightening material can take a toll. Stress, obsession, and constant immersion in darkness can weaken the body and mind. Perhaps Rivera's health was simply worn down over time. The news of Rivera's death spread quickly online. Fellow investigators posted tributes, describing him as passionate, fearless, and deeply committed to the field. But not everyone found comfort in remembering his dedication. Many admitted feeling uneasy. Social media filled with chilling comments like, "Annabelle claims another soul. He warned us about the curse. And now he's gone, be careful what you investigate." Even mainstream journalists couldn't resist noting the eerie coincidence. A man who spent years warning about Annabelle, suddenly dying during a tour featuring the doll. The mountains were cold, silent, and unyielding. The wind howled through the trees, and the snow-covered slopes reflected only pale moonlight. For days, the hikers traversed the frozen wilderness, laughing and joking to keep spirits high, unaware that something inexplicable was looming over them. Each night, they huddled together in their tent, the frigid air seeping through every layer of clothing, yet their courage kept them warm, at least for a while. The sudden death of Dan Rivera is more than a headline. It is a chilling reminder of how stories, whether true or not, carry power. For believers, it feels like undeniable proof that Annabelle's curse is real. For skeptics, it is just another coincidence exaggerated by fear. But no matter what you believe, one fact is clear: Dan Rivera spent his life warning people about the dangers of ignoring the supernatural. And now, in death, his own story has become part of the very legend he studied. So we are left with a haunting question: did Dan Rivera simply pass away, or did Annabelle claim another victim?